This old grandma's keeping up with the trends, so today I'm doing the one-line challenge, or the continuous line challenge, or the don't take your pen off the paper challenge. Whatever it is, I'm doing it. Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing a challenge that, I'll be honest, I wasn't super interested in doing, but I was kind of curious, so why not? If you don't know what the continuous line challenge or one-line challenge is, you basically put your pen on the paper, you do your drawing, and you don't pick it up until your drawing's done, and then you're done. And that's it. Okay. So let's just see what I can do with it. Here we go. Alright, so the one-line challenge is something that I'll admit I was pretty terrified of doing, even though, like I said, I wasn't really interested in doing it. I was so scared on starting, I just didn't know how to begin or what to begin with. I was scared. It's a scary thing. You have one chance, you can't pick up your pen. It's just really... It's really hard. Also, I'm not good at doing drawings without sketches. My drawings don't look good, even as sketches. I feel like I really have to work on my drawings to make them look good. So there was just so many factors that terrified me about this challenge. But I guess that's what makes a challenge, huh? It wouldn't be a challenge if it wasn't a little bit challenging. So I wanted to start off by warming up with a person, just a normal head, like a bust of a character. Just to do something that I normally draw, just to see how it would go, just to, stay in my comfort zone, try it out, just see what's up with this one-line challenge. I haven't done a one-line drawing since high school. It's a really common exercise if you didn't know. Wow, that sounded really condescending. Not what I meant. I have a weird tone in speaking. Anyways, you basically do the sort of contour of a drawing, and then you go through and you pretty much just line the shadows and the light. And basically, you're just lining everything that you see. You are lining the shape of whatever you're drawing, you're picking up the shadows, you're picking up the light, and you're just, I guess you're making note of everything. It's just sort of an exercise. It's just sort of an exercise. I don't know what I'm talking about. Either way, I think the main reason why I wasn't super excited about this challenge is because I just feel like it's more of a... I guess I just kind of consider this one continuous line exercise to be an exercise for art. It's a practice thing. It's just something you use to warm up or study art. It's not really something you use to make a completed illustrated piece, which is fine. I have nothing against it. I looked up some one-line drawings and there was some really neat abstract stuff that I wanted to try out, but my brain doesn't work abstractly. I like to make very literal illustrations, and I like to do that. I'm not a very abstract person, so it was just really hard for me to try to wrap my head around thinking that way, which was fine. I did the challenge my way, I suppose, and in the end, I kind of had a little bit of fun with it. I especially loved the house drawing that I'm working on right now. I think this is probably my second favorite. It was just really fun to do all of those bricks and just to see this sort of detailed piece come together with one line. Even though houses aren't something I normally draw, it is something that I would like to draw, and using this challenge as an opportunity to do something like this it was really fun. So I was really happy with the result of the house. The girl was kind of whatever. I think the hardest part about the one-line challenge is you aren't able to step back and look at your drawing and just see what you've done. I was drawing that girl and whatever I put down was down, and it was really hard to get the anatomy of the head because I had one angle to look at and my hand was getting in the way. So I started off with the right side, and when I went to the left of her head, I couldn't see whatever anatomy I did with like her forehead and chin and stuff. So things could have looked better, but for one line, I suppose it did all right. But can we talk about how big the fence is compared to the actual house? I just started drawing the fence and then the house was smaller than I thought it was going to be, and then next thing you knew, the one-line challenge. So, I can't do a challenge or trying something without drawing myself because I am just that self-centered. Really though, like I mentioned about the girl's bust, it's just about being comfortable with something. So when I tried gouache for the first time, I just wanted to do something with low pressure, just something that I knew how to draw, just focusing on using the material, or in this case, using the challenge to draw something that I already knew how to do. So this is sort of a comfort zone sort of thing. I'm comfortable drawing myself, I know what I'm doing, so I just get to focus my energy on that one dang line and less about how to draw something that I don't know how to draw. Funny enough, as usual, this is probably my most favorite little doodle out of this challenge. It just turned out really good despite it being one line. Of course, there's a lot of problems with the anatomy, but that's just how it is with a one-line challenge. I just had so much fun with this drawing and I don't know why. It was very unexpected. Like I said, going into this challenge, I just wasn't really into it, but I just wanted to see what I could do with it, and I made a cute little doodle, so maybe I should make this into a finished drawing. Also, apologies, I guess this is a phase in my life. The camera's on autofocus again, so I guess I'm just a big dum-dum, and thankfully it's not super out of focus when it focuses on my hand, but Kasey, please, get it together. So I wanted to draw myself in the spirit of this challenge, so I drew myself holding a pencil, and later I'm going to be drawing a line from that pencil wrapping around my body and going off onto the next page because I thought it would be fun to have that line creating this something. At first I was going to do hatch, and then I just kind of copped out and did something silly. But it's the one-line challenge. I wanted to try something here and there. But either way, with this drawing, I had a lot of fun, especially with those stripes going back and forth. It just kind of felt natural to trace back and go do a line one way and then trace back and do a line going the other way. And that was a lot of fun. And just overall, I was just really happy with this doodle, and I'm just very surprised at the outcome because, like I said, it's the one-line challenge. Didn't expect anything good. But it was pretty cute, and I liked it. But the one thing I didn't like about this challenge, and I know it's more of an exercise for art to study light and shadows and the contour of your drawing, but I didn't like how I couldn't do details like the seams in the pants, or literally just anything that wasn't connected by any other line. I could have, I guess, went through and created seams and then made the actual seams thicker between the line that had to connect them all, but I just didn't like that I couldn't do little details like that, and that especially comes up later in my next set of drawings. So like I said, I wanted to create the line going off of the page and then making something related to the one-line challenge. So I thought I would, I guess, make a character, well, quote-unquote character, make something that kind of represented how I felt about this challenge. So it's very stressful. I feel like my mind was just like all jumbled and I didn't know what I was doing. So I made this cute little scribbly creature coming off of the page like it's just a knotted line of one line. I know it's really simple and weird, but I thought it was kind of cute. So yeah, there's that. Okay, you didn't think you were going to go the whole video without ants, did you? No. I of course had to see if I could fill the whole page with ants with one line, of course. I don't like it when my ants touch each other in my ant illustrations, but the rules are you gotta use one line, so of course they all had to be touching from the antenna or the foot or something. Didn't like it, but it had to happen. And I will admit something that I absolutely do not care about this challenge. When doing this ant illustration, my pen definitely slipped off the page multiple times when I got on the edge of the paper. I don't care about this because I just don't understand the whole don't lift your pen from the paper part of this, I guess, challenge. As long as it's one line, I don't see why you can't pick up your hand, take a rest, stretch your wrist, and then connect where you just lifted up your pen and continue the line. To me, it's a one-line challenge. I don't really care if you lift your pen off the paper, but you know, I'm just being a big stick in the mud. Can't have fun with old Kasey here. I just wanted to mention that yes, my pen on this specific illustration went off of the paper because I kept going too close to the edge before anyone thought I was, I guess, trying to lie about the challenge. No, I didn't pick up my pen on any of the illustrations, but on this one specifically, it definitely fell off the side of the page when I got too close. So yeah, I don't care about that, alright? As long as I had fun with the challenge and I didn't purposely take it off, I don't really care. It's not really the point, I don't think, of the challenge. I think it's more of one line, not really taking your pen off. Either way, now that I just complained for a whole minute, there's my full ant page. It's an ant page. So something else, I don't know where this idea came from, but I wanted to do a page of ghosts. I don't know why, but I did. And this is another thing where I couldn't do details without obviously lifting up the pen. With the ants, none of the ants have faces, and that's kind of sad and kind of weird. And also with the ghosts, I couldn't pick up the pen to do an eyeball on the face. So the idea is that I have their mouth in the middle, and then their eyes are supposed to be those lines on the side that connect their mouth to the side of their, I guess, body. There's my page of ants and my ghosts. It's a weird one. But despite all of my complaining, I actually kind of had fun in a weird way with this challenge. So if you want to try the one-line challenge yourself, go for it. It was kind of fun in a weird way. Here is an illustration that didn't make the cut because it was too boring. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Thank you so much to all of my patrons, including Michael Yan, Zach Abstract, Lex CS, Shelby, Megan, Chris Side, Davey Tomato, Cool Guy Josh, Mina Blix, Hey Lucy, Eddie, Mackenzie, Maureen A, Pi, Loganites, Leah Shibutani, Drizzle, Ria Damaraju, Pencil Art Madness, Cindy J. If you want a shout out at the end of my videos, access to my sketchbook, coloring pages, and more, become my patron by clicking the link in the description. Thank you all so much for the support. Bye!